What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick from MWK Pop, and it is time to take a deeper look at yet another K-pop release. And today we are taking a look at IU's newest album titled Chat-Shire. And this album and the song 23 that was released to promote it was, of course, dropped last week, in the last half of last week. And it is an absolutely fantastic album. I love it. Not really much of a surprise though, because I think that IU definitely is a really, obviously one of the most popular solo artists in Korea, internationally as well. Just definitely probably the most popular solo singer that K-pop has produced probably ever. And like, that's really impressive for how long that she has been doing this, or for, her basically young age, which, if you didn't know, by the title of the song that they're promoting, she's 23. And it's a really fantastic album. So we're gonna take a little tiny deeper look into the actual song that she's using to promote this album, and then we're gonna talk generally about some just general, likes, dislikes, and stuff like that about the entire album. So we're going to start off with a little bit of a deeper look in at the song 23. And like in my music video reaction, of course, I wasn't able to so much focus on a lot of the other things, specifically like the meaning of the lyrics. And that's probably the weakest part of that video that I made. But we're going to talk about that a little bit right now. So the big thing, of course, as far as like music is concerned, I talked a lot about it in my music video reaction. But another thing to add to that, besides it just being fantastic and just the way that it is sung being something that really kind of sticks out to me as something that I like, is that through the music video where, they're doing all the Alice in Wonderland sort of stuff, and I think I did make the comment in my video that this is like Alice in Wonderland imagined by somebody who's on drugs. And it really does look like that. And then I do think that the weird feeling and sound of the music, specifically the vocals and a lot of points of the song, really do add to that whole kind of abstract feeling and abstract I don't even know how to say this, abstract imagining of what exactly the imagery they're trying to go through, and the all the other sorts of stuff that were going through the producers' minds when they wrote the song and the music video. And that's really fantastic. And so that's the thing, a little bit deeper in going beyond my music video reaction. But the main thing that I want to talk about in regards and context to this particular video is like the actual lyrics of the song, because I looked at the translated lyrics of the song, and what I got from that is kind of like it's an entire song about like, hey, I'm only like this many years old, I'm 23, I'm still young, I'm still basically a person who's figuring out exactly who they are. Am I this or am I that? Am I the person that you see on the outside, or am I somebody else that you don't see on the inside? Or whichever direction it is, it's like, that's fantastic. It really is. And it kind of does, resonate with me as someone who is basically her age, almost exactly, and not exactly, but, who's basically her age, as like, up until just recently, there's been a lot of things that I've been, trying to figure out about myself and, other things and stuff like that. And it's like, want to be this thing and want to be also the complete opposite. I'm trying to figure it out. And that's the whole thing, was like, us as young people, as teenagers and stuff like that, we're a riddle, and it's really difficult to figure out exactly who we are, who we're trying to be, and who we want to be. And I think that the entire song and the lyrics of this song really do a really good way, of describing that, because basically the entire song is just basically asking, questions that are the polar opposite. Like, I like this. Am I this? I also like this too. Am I this completely opposite thing? And it's really awesome. So there you go. That is probably the biggest thing about the song that I didn't talk about in my music video reaction, because I don't watch them with translated lyrics, unfortunately. So we're moving on to the album in general, and the entire album is just such a really nice song to just sit back and relax and chill and just, let your mind go roam free, not think about anything specific in general. Just let the you know, how easy and mellow the music is. No matter what the beat of the music is, it is really, really soft and mellow and relaxing. The entire album is just relaxing. The first song sets up the mood perfectly, and then even with 23 and the song Red Dress being the more, you know, upbeat songs on the album, they're still really, really relaxing, and they are really, 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 really interesting. One of the things, I guess, about the promotion song for this and then the entire album is that it kind of was a surprise as to like what the genre was going to be, or what it ended up being, and what it ended up sounding like. But at the end of the day, you know, once I've listened to the album a couple of times and, you know, listened to it closely with, like, you know, in my car, listened to it through my normal speakers, listened to it with my nice headphones, and, you know, I really realized that it's a really, really fantastic fit for IU, whichever, you know, whatever it is, because, you know, just listening to her sing, it's like she knows exactly what she's doing. It's really, really fantastic. Like, it's not anything, it is, listening to it and I'm like, wow, that's perfect. That is perfect as well. Everything about this is perfect. Everything about the, you know, the lines and the choruses and all that stuff, the way that that song is, you know, absolutely perfect. And it's really, really great. So on one hand, it's kind of like a surprise, but on the other hand, when you take into consideration that with the previous song that she released, as far as like it being a, you know, widely promoted song, being the Red Shoes, which was basically just a Broadway musical song, that was surprising. So if you come out with something like that, then you basically can do anything. So, you know, overall, man, like, this album is fantastic. IU, without a doubt, is really, really great. And if anybody questions that, I think that they're probably maybe a little crazy. But then again, you know, personal taste and such like that, you can think that IU is not that good. But I can point you to a billion other people who think that that she is. But I mean, the entire album is fantastic. It's really, really nice to relax to. So, like, if you're the way that I would listen to this album, if you were going to listen to it for a purpose outside of just enjoyment, is like if you've had a stressful day, you just need to relax and chill and just take your mind off of all the bad stuff, is put this album on, listen to it, just enjoy it, let it take your mind away and off of all of the things that are bothering you, and just like sit or lay there or whatever it is that you want to do while you listen to the song and enjoy it. And like, I guarantee that you'll probably gain a bit more of a, you know, greater, deeper appreciation and enjoyment out of this album when you kind of, you know, listen to it like that. And, you know, after the first couple of times I've listened to it, and then, you know, when I did listen to it, I was like, you know what? Like, you know, there was like a lot of the stuff that I was dealing with is like, you know, negative emotions, negative sort of thoughts and stuff that are bringing down my mood and stuff like that. Listening to this album at one point just kind of like took my mind off of them, and then I kind of forgot about it for a while. And so I really, really appreciated that. So, like I said, the album is really, really good. It's not really like you wouldn't expect it to be fantastic, but, you know, there it is. So there you go. That's just my general, you know, review of this album from IU. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, because I forgot to say this, but this is the first album that she has ever actually written the music for, or at least the songs. I don't know the extent of her involvement in the production and the writing of this stuff, but I do know that she was involved. So that's really awesome to see, you know, the K-pop performers getting into the actual music and artistry of what they do, and I really, really do appreciate it. So, like I said, that is my just general overview / review of this album from IU. It is fantastic. If you haven't listened to it yet, I definitely say that you need to listen to it. It's required of listening. That's your homework. You got to listen to it before the next album review. So if you've already listened to it, I want to know what you had to say about it. So put it down in the comment box below. If you haven't, then that is your homework assignment from me. Listen to it and then get back to me. Also, you can get connected with me on social media. I've got links in the description box below. If you want to click on those and give me a follow on every single account that you possibly can, I would greatly appreciate it. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Music video reaction. I'm here to give you my honest, 100% honest and genuine opinion on first impression opinion of this song from IU. And before we get started, I want to say something about, you know, my personal, you know, me as a fan of IU and when that happened and how and why and stuff like that.